Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. This 1957 Volkswagen bus caught your attention. You clicked on this video and you found me. Well, welcome. So we've got this 1957 Volkswagen bus in. It's extremely cool. It is very much customized, but very simple at the same time. So we have a nice brown paint, not a whole lot of scuffs or scratches, a very nice cream colored paint, some artwork down the side. You could also be the lucky person that likes to make cookies in the kitchen and you're looking for an avenue to sell your homemade cookies. Not sure, but this is all painted on, folks. It's not a wrap. It's a paint job. It's a very nice paint job. It's a very, very nice truck. But if you're not into cookies and you want this truck, you might have to do something about the current paint job. But why I'm here is to let you know all the details about the condition of this bus. And to get up and close and personal with the build, with the welds, with the paint, and the overall condition of this vehicle. Where scratches may be, where rust might be, and so on and so forth. So you can comfortably look at this vehicle from your home, your office, from the couch. Maybe you've got a real interest in purchasing one of these. You'd love to see it. You'd love to be here so you can see it with your own eyes. And apparently I am in your hands now if you want to know all the details on this guy. So I'd like to walk around as I babbled a little bit before we got started here to give you a good 10-foot what this looks like. I'm going to work my way a little closer now. We get into some details and I'll pick this thing apart and show you what you could potentially be purchasing. Okay, first off, let's start with the glass. Here's the passenger side. Here's the driver's side. Although the driver's side window needs to be cleaned a little bit better than it is. There are no scratches. There's no chunks taken out of it. There's no nicks. There's not about to crack. Beautiful glass. Beautiful gaskets around them. None of them's dried up or cracked. The hinges are in good shape. The rollers to open up the window are in excellent shape. Your windshield wipers are questionable. But they do work. I do know that they do work, okay? Just so you know. Put that back in its holder. Let's look at the paint. This would be where a lot of road wear would currently be from just normal daily driving or when it's out on the weekends. And I'm here to pick out any chips or nicks in the paint. And so far, I'm going to concentrate on making sure that this video phone stays in focus for you. If I see any nicks or scratches, I'm going to pick them out. But other than that, as of right now, I see nothing but very clear brown paint and very clear cream paint. The chrome around the fog lights, around the headlights, the glass of the headlights, all of it in very, very, very nice shape. That was easy for me. Okay, let's work our way down the driver's side of this Volkswagen. Once again, the paint is very, very nice. If I see a big chunk or scratch or anything that I think you would want to run your finger across if you were here, I'm going to do it for you. Okay? That seems to be a little something right there, but I'm pretty sure if I got my spray gun out, wipe that off, it will come right off. Here's your door handle. Around the door handle, there aren't a bunch of scratches on either the chrome or around the door handle from climbing in and out, locking it, unlocking it, so on and so forth. We're gonna stay down here in the cream section before I work my way back up to the driver's side brown paint. Kind of split the car up in that fashion right now, so you understand where I'm going and what I'm talking about. The road wear down here on the lower portion of the car is extremely minimal, if non-existent. It's beautiful paint. It's got a great shine. If you can see as I move the camera along here nice and slow to make sure it's in focus, that you know, the reflections of the Cobra behind me. This is a super, super nice show Volkswagen van for sure. We'll get back to the wheels and tires in just a bit. I would like to conquer the paint first. I am working my way above the rear driver's side wheel. We'll look at this little juncture right here. Everything is built this way and everything is this clean so far. There's no excessive dirt and there's no road wear here. Okay, let's do the upper section where you have a lot of this artwork. It's all done very well, in case maybe you could care less about the fact that it's got cookies down the side of it and you really dig it. This is all hand painted. You can feel the paint and it's all extremely well done. Maybe it doesn't bother you, that would be great. And this brown paint, I'll give you one of these. We have some skylights here in the showroom that kind of leave nothing unturned as far as condition. You might see a little bit of minor abrasions in the paint, but I'm telling you that your favorite wax and polish would make all of that disappear in a heartbeat. Let's look at the top of the driver's side. Okay, here's the back of the Volkswagens. We could be a little quieter? Back of the Volkswagens here. The brown paint up top is very nice. Once again, I've got nothing to point out. We're going to back up here so you can get a good shot of the rear end of the Volkswagen here. Okay, I'm going to open the rear hatch so you can get a good look at how this is, what's going on back here. There's a little day bed. Got the ladder ready to go to climb up on the roof if you so choose to do so. The interior is a bit of suede and some leather. It's all in really, really fabulous condition. There might be a couple locations where you want to get out an interior cleaner and some corners to just do a little extra cleaning, but I don't see a whole lot of that needs to be done. It's beautiful back here. Quick shot of the inside. Beautiful van. All right, let's look in the back here. This is the underside of the inside part of the rear hatch. Okay. All right. Have that down, lag it up. Rear window has a graphic on it, but it's in wonderful shape. The hinges in there to roll this window up in beautiful shape. Let's work our way down along the bottom. Get a good look at this brown paint back here. Now I will say this brown paint back here on the top of the bumper, from normal driving and so on and so forth. You know, the dusts and such sit back here on the paint, and then they go to get cleaned off in an improper way, and then you eventually wind up with some mild scratches. So, some mild scratches right on here on the top surface of the rear bumper. And looking at this video screen, they look much worse than they are in person, believe it or not, as oddly as that sounds, because if I back up by just 3 feet, you can't see any of that. And I'm almost certain with your favorite polish or wax or your detailer down the street that they'll get 90% of all that shined up and you barely notice it at all. Once again, the tail light covers almost an as-new shape. The brown back here in great shape. Brake light, fabulous shape. These hinges back here, beautiful shape. And passenger side rear brake light. All right, let's work our way around the rear passenger side of the car. I see a mark back here. I'm gonna put my finger on it, see if it disappears, and it doesn't. So, that might be our first main scratch of the show. Okay, folks, right there. I don't believe a polish will get that out. I believe a polish will make it less visible. Not sure what happened there, but it is what it is, and there it is. That's our only scratch, if you will, so far. Once again, this beautiful cream paint over here on this side. I'm gonna stay from here down for first, okay? The brown paint over here on this side. I've got a little mark right here, which once again, I think this is a polish remover, so nothing to worry about there. And as we work my way down the passenger side, I see no road wear. I see very beautiful cream paint. Very small rock chip right here. See that? It's like I said, very small. Right around the door handle to open up these side doors. Very nice shiny chrome. No scratches once again. Okay, scratch number 2, folks. I am right next to the passenger side front wheel and the hinge for the passenger side door. We'll work our way down. The lower hinge closest to the ground, we have a scratch here. I can put my fingernail in it, so therefore our favorite polish will not make that go away. But once again, I need to emphasize that this would be if you were here, and if you were here, you still might not even see this scratch, but that's what I'm hired to do. Once again, we want you to not have to worry about traveling. You can just order this car and have it shipped right to your door. But we have a little action down here. Here's a very small mark right there, and then right above it is that scratch that I can put my fingernail in. Now, I'm going to carefully back up because, and I want you to see that this camera right now is 6 inches from these scratches. I'm now 3 feet. I'm now 4 feet away from, I'm now 8 feet away from the car, and you can see that normal eyes aren't gonna pick up on that. I just wanted to let you know respectfully that it was there. Let's go back to the paint. Once again, the door, passenger side door, around the door handle, a couple fingerprints on it, but it's in almost perfect shape. All this looks wonderful down here. Cream color paint, the brown, very nice together. No scratches or road wear over here. Okay, I'm gonna work my way back down the passenger side of the car, and we're gonna start talking about the brown paint and the gaskets around the windows. They all look almost new, folks. It's really pretty. Brand new rubber. I can feel it bending in my fingers. This is, brand new gaskets, and looks tremendous. Here we go. Look at this little juncture right here, just so you get an idea of the build. Everything is really, really nice. Sliders aren't messed up. And the passenger side glass here is in perfect shape. Let's work our way back down the brown paint where all the graphics are, painted on graphics, and they all look beautiful. This is a super 1957 Volkswagen van. You're strongly opposed to the cookies and the graphics. Gonna have to call your favorite paint guy up and get him to repaint this, but other than that, it is in unbelievably fabulous shape. All right, let's hop in the passenger side first. All right, here's inside the passenger side door. Once again, we've got some suede going on here. I don't see any major stains. I don't see anything that jumps out at me. This suede is a hair unattached from the door, and there's a small stain down here at the lower part of the door. Once again, something that looks worse on camera than it does in person, but there's a mild stain down there, and this is starting to leave the door panel, but it's not blatant. It's again, it looks much worse in the video. You take it as you wish. But the cloth and material itself is in fine shape. Okay, it looks like we've got a small mark getting in and out of this side. Actually, I'm pretty sure now that some detailing stuff and some interior stuff would get out most of that mark. Let's look at some of the cracks and the joints. So the color combination continues inside the vehicle, obviously. Seats, seat belt, all in great shape. Here's the dashboard from the passenger side. Filming inside the door jamb here. These areas are often left out of videos. I try to keep them in because if I were here, I'd be looking at all these junctions as well. Okay, I'm going to close up the passenger side door. We've seen enough. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see where I'm going here. We're going to open up these side doors. Take a look inside. This is a very clean door. Inside door. Let's look at the inside of the other door before we get to the good stuff. I see no major marks, no rust, nothing that's jumping out at me, folks. I'm not missing anything. I'm just covering some extra ground here. Once again, this is a very, very nice build. Okay, the wall behind the driver's seat. Beautiful white paint. The floor, it's a rubber guard on it, in fabulous condition. And here would be your second row of seats behind the driver and passenger seat. Seating for 2 to 3. Once again, white and brown suede. Okay, I'm gonna leave these two doors open. Back it up a little bit so you can see what we have going on here with the doors opened up. We'll get to the driver's door in just a moment. We'll back in over here on the driver's side now. I did not do the lower rails on the other side. I'll get back over there and do it. A couple little dirty marks, no rust. Got our extra little table, fold-out table here for you to use. Inside the door, once again, all beautiful white paint. Once again, nothing jumping out at me. Here's inside the other door. Get a good look at this wall again. And once again, this back seat from over here on the driver's side. All right, gonna leave these side doors open. Gonna open up the driver's side door. Here's the inside of your driver's side door. Once again, real nice suede. We are not dislocating ourselves down here on the driver's side door. There's a couple wrinkles, but other than that, we're in great shape over here. Sure. Climbing on the driver's side, this is what you'd see. Nice and shiny paint inside these door jambs. All right. Got myself in the driver's seat. Gonna look at the speedometer. Gonna try and get the camera to do what I want it to do. Everything in here is in beautiful, beautiful shape. There's no scratches on the steering wheel. There's no scratches on the dashboard. We have more gauges up here on the ceiling for fuel, RPM, voltage, battery. That's impressive. I didn't even know that was up here. Very nice, very, 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 very nice. Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. (1957) Volkswagen bus. If you have any extra questions, ladies and gentlemen, check out our website, celebritycars.com. Look up Volkswagen in case you're seeing this video first. Look at the very detailed description. I'm going to have about at least 70 to 80 photographs, and it might help answer some more of your questions. If you've got any more, let us know. Oh, before I wrap up, just so you know, each one of these wheels and tires, which I have not shown you yet, are beautiful cream and brown colored painted, and none of them have been curb rash, and they're all beautiful. Forgot about that, I apologize. We're happy to help, folks. 702-818-1031. There you have it.